move this over. Oh. Perfect. Yeah, I got the stream going so I can try to go through it with you. The great creator. The great creator is PJ. It gets hard for me to exercise as much as I want to. Sometimes I'm just like, man, yeah, you're. The tutorial? No, I just started it. I'm gonna pull it up now. Is it gonna have big booties in there? Big booty warp, big fat warp cores. Micro torp. Oh, dang it! My cord keeps getting caught on my damn keyboard. All right, let's look at these tutorials. Oh, I think I loaded the wrong game. Yeah, this is the co-op save. Hey. There we go. That's right, big guy, was your ship. Alright, let's take a look here. Here it is, tutorials. Getting paid. Good. Learn how to read. Please, nobody has time to learn how to read. There it is. Alright. I got me a little bit of ice cream here, just a little bit. Yeah, it gets like that. Yeah, streams are prioritized for sending data, not latency. That's why when you use stuff like Parsec, which is basically like remote desktop connection kind of stuff, it has to focus on being less latency. But when you stream, it doesn't matter. And in fact, you can make the delay even worse if you want to try to prevent stream sniping. I've been stream sniped before a few times. It was pretty sad. Yeah. But you know what? It's just proof that I was decent at something. And they were jealous, I guess. Or something. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Well, I can tell you about it for a second. I gotta focus on. I got a little bit of ice cream just to help. Getting kind of hot. I want to see if it'll help me with my digestion a little bit. So, one of the times that I got stream sniped, I was playing War Thunder Simulator with a friend that was still pretty new. I taught him how, because I tend to like to learn complicated things, find like easy ways to get into it or shortcuts, and teach it to other people. Yeah, so we were doing that, and I was, getting footage, streaming it for a friend of mine to see later, or so that he could view later from his point of view, maybe help improve his skills. This person with the Chinese character name kept showing up like at the spawn after we take off, which is not normal in Air Sim and War Thunder. Nobody knows where you are, but it was always conveniently right then. So we hopped a couple of servers, a couple of lobbies, same person, same plane, same thing. So he started going off, this effing Chinese guy, needs to leave us alone. And back then I used to dual stream to Twitch and YouTube. And what ended up happening was that person reported me for hate speech, and I got banned off of Twitch. And my DLive account came up, dlive.tv, so I switched it to dual over to DLive, and I typed into the chat to the other guy, wow, this is so weird, I just got banned. And he's like, oh, whoa. So I said where my new thing was on dlive.tv, and somebody joined into the stream on dlive.tv, and who was named I got your Twitch account banned. So I played it cool. I was like, yeah, that's what they named their username. And they were like talking like, oh, well, you shouldn't have been talking crap about Chinese people. I said, I didn't say nothing. Nobody said anything. We're talking about the person that's stream sniping us. Oh, by the way, my friend's nickname was Salamander. I said, by the way, Salamander, you should meet my friend Sheena. He's from Vietnam. You're gonna love him. He's one of my best friends. And that person that reported me immediately felt guilty. Yeah. And they low-key kind of apologized. Yeah. A lot of people like to be hateful under the guise of being tolerant. No. I just decided never to use Twitch anymore. But DLive got shut down a few weeks, like a month or two ago. And the worst part about it is I didn't even know it was coming. And I actually had coins and stuff on there that I could have cashed out for money, but I wasn't sure what to do with it because I wasn't used to that kind of thing. I just stream because I don't, you know, I don't think about that stuff. So I just kind of left it there to figure out what to do with it later, and I never cashed it out, and I lost it. I lost all that money. I tried to email them about it when I found out they were closing because I couldn't access my account to cash it out, and it says I'm supposed to email them, and my email wouldn't work. Remember I told you I don't use Discord because I have a spam problem now because of it, because they take your data and everything? Well, that's why my email wasn't working, because it keeps filling up because of the ungodly amount of spam I get in my email. Well, let's just leave it at that. Let's leave the Discord thing out of that, because I don't want you to get mad and start hating me because of something that I am very confident about. Most people get really mad anytime I talk about Discord. I thought you were the person I talked to about it the other day, but it turns out that wasn't. Yeah, that's why I avoid it. It's very hard to get into an objective conversation with a lot of people sometimes when it comes to certain topics, so I just avoid it altogether. Okay. Oh man. Alright. I finished munching on my snack. Listen to this post. This is interesting. I let my male best friend sleep in my boyfriend's spot in bed when he's not home. My boyfriend doesn't leave often, but whenever I get the chance, my best friend sleeps in our giant king-size bed with me. I always wash the sheets after, so there's no way my boyfriend would know. I love getting the chance to cuddle up to him, but my boyfriend can never know because it's a pretty strict rule in our house that the dog doesn't sleep in our bed. Thought it was going somewhere else. Turns out to be wholesome. Turns out to be kind of wholesome. I like that. Alright. Let's look at this tutorial now. Alright, warp cores are the centers of all starships. They provide wireless power to compatible systems. Excuse me. When supplied with constant antimatter and active hyperdrives for a ship, they explode incredibly violently, as well as being very fragile. You know, that made sure that keyed me into being like, let's make sure this is a little protected, you know. You can tell whether or not a part can be wirelessly fueled because it will have a blue lightning symbol. That's a good bit of detail right there. Okay. You know, keywords are helpful. You know, I'm highlighting them too. The larger the warp core, the larger the range of distribution. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that. I just assumed it went all over the ship. In order to keep a warp core fueled, Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was limited range. I just assumed it covered the whole ship. Because why wouldn't it, in my eyes? Why wouldn't it cover the whole ship? It's a warp core. You'll need a large amount of antimatter. That's good to... Yep, that's a good mention right there. The small core is limited. Oh, okay, okay. Small core, no power, big ship. Well, the big ship would need more power anyway, so... Oh, so it accumulates the range. So if you put two smalls next to each other, it doubles the range. Okay. I'm a little slow. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Cool beans. If that's how you want to go about it, that's fair enough. I didn't even know it was a thing, so it's whatever. I just assumed that it covered the whole ship, and then the power draw was the real concern, which felt right to me. I don't know. Well, you know, if I come across that, which I don't know if I will, if I ever come across that kind of thing, I'll talk to you about it. But I haven't really had any issues, I don't think. So that means you're doing something good, I think. It didn't bother me or I didn't notice. I think that means you did a good job. Yeah. I mean, that should be self-evident, but if you want me to elaborate on what I mean by that, I can. Or at least I can try to. Not really. My persuasion is terrible today. Okay. My verbal communication skills are terrible. Alright, let's see. Arch of the Warp Core. Arch of the Distribution. In order to keep... You'll need a large amount of antimatter. It's good that you mentioned that in there, because it is true. Or at least it was true. We'll see how the adjustments work now. In here in a second. But I'm assuming it'll still be true to some degree. Well, it's going to be consuming it constantly, so you'll always need a little extra wiggle room. Kind of like when you're like saving up money, you always put an extra bit of money back, just in case what you're saving isn't quite enough. You want a margin. That's what I want. That's what I'm trying to say. A margin. So that's how I always roll in games like this. Anytime that you have logistics to manage or anything, I always make sure there's a margin of surplus. Alright, let's see here. In order to keep... Otherwise, they will output essentially no power. Okay, fair enough. The warp core will display a red antimatter symbol when it is out of antimatter. Oh, you got a little icon there. That's nice. At this point, it will be producing almost no power, and thus should be... Or you'll die! You'll explode into a million pieces. You'll wish you were dead. I'm gonna check the description for the buzzard. Oh, wrong button. What did I do? What did I do? I accidentally hit spacebar. Oh, that's just a pause button. That scared me. I do plan on doing more. Get in. Tutorials are annoying to make, so that's why there's only one. No, good enough. That's what the descriptions are for. It's much easier just to go through the descriptions than go through the pause menu anyway. Finding a little more context is always useful. Hold Alt. Yeah. Penetration. Ooh, penetration. Let's see. Can we connect to the top of the retrospective size gas fabricator? Yeah, there you go, right there. Does the large TNG one work now? Yeah, the 5x7. Hey, I've been waiting for that one because kind of I wanted to, you know, this one that I have modified here. I wanted to put a bigger one. It's kind of awkward because of reasons. Because of reasons. All right, let's look at my beloved mothership. I'm not sure if you saw, but I redid some of the I'm not sure if you were there or not, but I redid some of the now that I understand how some of the heat works a bit better with some of these parts. I installed a couple of mod things, and I put down several of these things, and then I got these versions and replaced them. Yep, and see, I lined it with these diverters because I realized, because I learned a lot from our experimentation the other day, or you know what I mean, recently, about how these are supposed to work in the context of this stuff, because I can't pipe it, so I just lined it with a bunch of them. These ones have slightly different range. Largely the same. I tried to keep it close to vanilla per se, give or take. And then just a couple of things that I personally wanted. Just a few. Why there? Yeah, I'm keeping them a little toasty. So yeah, I went through and improved, basically got it working. Best way I think I can put it. I went through and redid like almost all of the heat stuff. New cannon sprites, not the deck. One, because I forgot about it. Basic cannon. These heat exchangers. When you say cannons, so that's a lamp. don't think I have anything using cannon. I'll go to the bin build menu. Get it that way. Dang it, I can't see. It's small for me. Ah, I see. Interesting. Wait, that's a phase cannon. Oh, here they are. Oh, you put the barrels. Yeah, I see them. This patch has the new shields. Okay. Take a look. Alright, let me remember how to unpause this. Oh well, I'll just click the button. Oh. Legend, right. I think you did, yeah. I think I can scroll up and see it. Or maybe I bookmarked it, I can't remember. I've had a lot going on. Oh my god! The chaos! The chaos! Dear God! They're everywhere! Fancy. Excellent. I'll take a look at it in a sec. I want to watch the pretty lights happen. Oh my god. They're like animals. It's like an ant hive down in there. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I completely redid the pipes and the venting. For the temperature, now that I know that I can't directly pipe to anything. With that kind of. I don't even know how to optimize it. I gotta figure it out. You can look at most of the built-ins, I think. Okay. Oh, my eyes. Alright. For the shunting, I think it pretty accurately summarizes what's here, I think. So this first one is, it's just all around, and then each one of those is for a fate. I think it's pretty good. Highlights and points. I think it's very effective. Yeah, I think you got the point across fairly quickly. Oh, I forgot the localization for it. Yeah, because it's in Spanish. Obviously. It's a very underrated Spanish mod author. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm just being silly. It'd be nice if there was a way for these bunkers to not be manual. There's a way that they could detect when there's a fire in their radius. I don't know. I've set the ship on fire purposely multiple times and they have not done it on their own once. Overclocked or not overclocked, they just sat there and let the place burn. I don't know if it's something I did or yeah, I don't know if it's something I did or what, but yeah, I ended up having to reload a save a few times while testing it because I just burnt the ship in half. The warp core. Alright, let's check out so we're under some new timing for the warp core, right?
User entered your channel.
You made a bug fix in a time change. Okay, that's interesting. So, John. A bug fix and a time change. So, which one did you decide to go with? Was it like the 2-minute one? Ugh. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll give this warp core a shakedown run.
I have returned from the depths of hell.
Greetings, Pizza Man. Do the Empire proud.
I'm stoned.
You did what?
Like, I'm going to bed because it's like, I'm like,
Good Nordic?
oh,
We were up all night.
nerd.
Oh, when did he come in?
Fucking nerd.
Was Silver around?
A
Nerd.
nerd. Don't be such a nerd.
Why is that so wide? Because it is. You mean my ship? It has to be. That's the way of the land. How do I tell? Is there not a way to like have a way to tell? Or is I just gotta keep an eye on? Or is it out of range? Oh, how do I tell what the, besides just eyeballing it, is there like a way to tell the grid from the warp core? I just gotta eyeball it, don't I? Why did that shield go down? Over it, I think. I can't do an area for us here too. So it should be okay. I'll try to. I think the impulse is mostly okay. I think it's 1-to-1 how much they're operating, right? It goes faster and faster the faster it goes, right? Yeah, I need another warp core, that's why, right? Yeah, I think I remember we talked about that before. Since it wasn't killing me, I just haven't got to it yet. Yeah, I've noticed that. That which was really nice. So, John, this is the fellow I was telling you about that's making that Star Trek map for the game I'm messing with. I told you I was talking to before about. Yeah. My Frankenstein of a ship. I ripped it apart. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a nebula grower. Oh. Okay. So about the animation, you're talking about the impulse engines or the warp missile? I think you're talking about the impulse, right? I think the impulse animation is fairly visually okay. It does a little red thing, you know, as I would expect, so I don't see it as that big of a deal. You know? And it fits in pretty well. See? I don't have a problem with it. You hate them. Okay. 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 So John, I think you've seen this person in before. And this is John. He likes pizza, I think, on Wednesdays.
I'm a steak man, not a tomato. Sorry.
You're a, what? You're a steak man and not a nuts man?
I am
Yes.
a steak man, not a pizza man. I'm not you, Koo. You're the pizza man. Where's the pizza guy?
I like a lot of stuff.
Yes, but your favorite food is?
It's one of the foods I like. But yeah, you could call it a favorite food, but then again, I have several favorite foods. You know, so...
One, multiple.
Exactly.
It makes you enjoy your food. Well, enjoy it the most is what? Pizza and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Your favorite food does not have to be one favorite. I have like a tier list of favorites in my mind when it comes to certain things.
Pizza is like number 4. Steak is number 1 because it's high in protein and it's actually good for you.
Yeah.
Sorry. I not only does it have to be good, but I'm thinking about the benefits that you get from red meats that these vegetarians that I know of. A certain person I called it, and my fucking neighbor, I was talking to him, they're like, so you're leaving? They're talking to said it. Like, yeah, I leave on Friday. He's all like, about fucking time. I just start laughing. Because he already knows what I call him. I don't call him he or she, I call him a fucking it. I'm sorry. If you tranny as it is, yeah.
Well, some people prefer that. But what did you mean by the hangers? Oh, he's typing to me in Steam. He can't talk right now. It's like nighttime. People sleeping. Yeah, what's the hanger bait? How's that gonna work? Is it like gonna spawn? Is it gonna spawn like a fighter or something, or?
Well, it depends on the type of hanger bait. Usually there's a hanger bait
Awesome.
for corvettes, fighters, transport ships.
Yeah, I'm looking forward.
Ship the hanger's gonna be on.
Right. I'm looking forward to that then, because that's whenever I play Avorion, John, and everybody, we start making carriers.
Come on.
Yeah, once we get to a certain point, we start making carriers.
And I'm either the transport that transports all our ships around for long distance jumps, or
The mothership.
With tons of guns littered all over the ship, while there's hangars that can carry up to hundreds of small fighters.
Yeah, John is he's a retired Navy veteran. He forcibly retired, I should say. How I usually say it.
Lord out of the military, that is of course retired, yes. But doesn't mean you can't go back in the military if government says you're going back. You're going back. Because once you saw those dotted lines as it is and take your badge, you are but public freaking government property for the rest of your life until you die. It's a bitter process.
I'm getting a bit of a pop. There's something audio looping and there's a pop in it. What's that? Was that John?
I was just saying, yes, I am the Navy guy. I like big guns. like to blow shit up because I'm a fucking engineer. And engineers like two things. We like to build shit and blow shit.
I like to get blown once in a while.
We like to build shit and blow shit up.
Well, explosions are cool.
Everybody loves a good boom. Even if it's a fucking 10 kiloton fucking nuke.
I think it's the impulse engines. Not the impulse engines. The nacelle engines or whatever's doing the ambient or when like going. There's a bit of a pop in the audio loop.
That was a reference to Little Boy. A Little Boy was 10 kiloton.
Oh right. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm thinking about like 3 different things. I'm so tired. I barely got any sleep.
Like we all like I'm in love with good boom, especially a 10 kiloton nuke. Get it? Reference to the Little Boy from World War II.
Well, so far it's the
10 kiloton, and the big boy was, or fat boy was a, he knows what
right. Well, so far I think it's only the nacelle doing the pop, so I think it's okay. Alright. Oh, fancy. I like how you got doohickeys in there, so it's easier to. Right. I like how you have consoles and stuff in there, Sparky. So it's easier to distinguish that it's not just a hallway piece.
I was 4 points shy of becoming an engineer, a nuclear engineer. So when you do your ASVAB test, it depends on your ASVAB scores. Is what your job lists are open to.
Yeah. I made a friend in college who used to be like 400 pounds and he dropped down to like peak BMI and he was applying. You know, now that I think about it, you know, I was pretty good friends with him. Now that I think about it, thinking back, he kind of looked like Charlie Kirk a little bit.
Or nukies. I'm not a nuke.
Anyways, he was applying for the ASVAB tests and stuff.
Well, you don't apply for the ASVAB. You take the ASVAB, then you apply for the job.
Well, in our college, they had practice tests for it. Yeah,
You take the ASVAB in high school, so.
yeah, he was taking practice tests for it, and then he went to take the real one. And then he changed his mind and decided he wanted to be a public service type of person, I think.
So he was studious.
Yeah, he was a pretty nice guy. Very respectful. We got along pretty well.
I'm on 040 on.
You're on what?
I'm on a 40 on.
Nice. Right now I'm testing out the updates to this mod for Sparky here. He's got a Star Trek mod. This game's been pretty fun though. I like it so far. This is like a Vorion, but it's kind of like top down, and you can manage the crew. You have external crew management. You have external logistics management and internal logistics management, and you can set up like production stuff. Like for example, I have a fabricator to make diamonds, and I can mine carbon, and that can be processed into diamonds. Or I can get copper and get it processed into copper coils. It's pretty interesting. You have like crew on the ship to do the things. They have to go to do the things.
I mean, if you hear me saying yeah and all that stuff, it's not a job, it's me reading some things on my computer and going,
Right. But yeah, this game's pretty cool so far.
oh, if you want to, you start but if you want to do multiplayer, who do
Yeah. I tried this game with co-op with Sparky, and it worked pretty well. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get another warp core built real quick. Oh, I need dilithium.
The mothership?
Uh-huh. Big Mama?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna build
I remember Big Mama.
or Big Blue.
Oh yeah.
Blue. Giant fucking blueberry.
Yeah, I saw pictures of that.
Giant fucking transport ship comes in. It's like, the
It has like 6 different ships attached to it.
right. They all
It's like
need
an
to start mining everything, strip mining everything.
And at least 2 of those ships have their own hangar bays on them, including the one carrying them.
Yep.
It's a savage. Very simple, average shield core optimal setup. Hey, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, had its own hangar base, own academy for officers.
Yeah, I was talking to. I was telling Sparky a little bit about Avorion because they haven't played it before. And this game kind of reminded me of that, but like with a little bit of like, even though it's a top-down game, but it has, when it comes to like the internal logistics of the ship itself, it gets a little deeper, you know? It gets a little deep on that part. So I think this and Avorion are kind of like similar in some various ways. They're kind of birds of a feather, so to speak. What's the stop button? Huh? Oh, brother. Hey, look, I'm gonna try to mine this dilithium next to the sun. Okay. I'll talk to Sparky then while you do your thing. So far, so good. I'm not gonna push my luck.
I wanted to try to see if Nerd was getting on it. It is, but he's like, no, I'm gonna go off the bed. That's why I was saying earlier. And a bit earlier. Early for that.
Ooh, I like that one.
You know,
Yep, Canada.
It's starting 9 o'clock. So, state laws for sound ordinance is it was 10 to 10, but they moved it from 7 a.m. 7 p.m. And I'm sitting here going, that's quite stupid. Because that means anyone in the fuck buckets of fucking morning can be loud as hell. You should have just left it at 10 to 10. It was actually common courtesy. Because after 10 o'clock, most motherfuckers be already awake. So, yeah.
Right.
Most stores at that time were opening at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Like if you're in construction and all that, that's usually around 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock when you go to work. You know, up in the platform
But fucking done.
Yeah, the fucking dumb man.
Remember, just a test. Oh my god, Q. The antimatter. I just tested. That bug fix is huge. Remember when you would idle, they constantly shoved power into the core? Antimatter, not power. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm sitting here on 15 times speed. No antimatter speed. Awesome. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Yeah, so I'm helping him test out. He updated his mod today with the Star Trek stuff, so I'm helping him test it. He's added a few things I've been genuinely interested in seeing. Yep. And I downloaded the Bannerlord Together mod for Mount Blade Bannerlord, where you can play co-op. They finally got a co-op mod running. It uses Steam, so there's no networking McJiggering needed, and there's no dependencies. That shield. Hold on, I'm checking on the ship. I'll get real paranoid when I start doing sun diving because it's really hard to tell when there's a fire. At least for me it is. I don't. Oh, yes, dilithium. Come here, baby.
User entered your channel.
Hello, brother.
Good evening. How's it going?
Hello, brother.
Hello.
I'm doing some mod testing here with my friend Sparky here. They did a Star Trek mod on this game that I was telling you about.
Okay.
And they made some changes to the warp core and antimatter and stuff, so I'm helping them go through it on my career save. Yeah, this game's kind of like Avorion. Thing is though, it's not 3D, it's top down, but there's crew management as well. So you have like internal logistics, and then you can also set up star bases and stuff, so you can have external logistics too. And then you have crew that go around, and you can set up like refineries and stuff inside your ship or stations. Fine, it's really interesting. I see it supplementary to Avorion. I don't see one necessarily better than the other because I think it's interesting. But I'm still new at this, so you know, I could be wrong, but I think it's like Avorion. It's pretty good so far. And I'm using this, messing around with the Star Trek mods. No antimatter's being used with that shield. I'm reading something, sorry. So now right now I'm sun diving for mining to mine dilithium because I figured it'd be the easiest place to start looking in this place
Oh, okay.
because it's rare. Yeah, but it took a while to get the shields and heat distribution set up to where I can handle it, though. I had to figure out how all that worked. So what you got going on today, Roller? We ain't seen you in a little while.
No, you
Been having
guys
fun?
We're busy with that other game. I didn't see any point in joining the channel disrupting things.
You be fine.
Seth was gifting it to everybody.
Sometimes when I join the channel, some of you guys feel like, hey, Roller's here, we need to go play something else. And I try not to do that to people.
Well,
I'm happy that you guys are playing something together, so.
you shouldn't take it like that, though. Doing it because we want to spend time with you too. And if you're like, hey guys, I don't feel like doing anything right now, then we'll be like, okay, cool, and we'll leave it alone. You know, that's all you got to do. And some of us may not hear you the first time, so you might have to repeat yourself. But you know, that's just how things are.
Yeah.
But no, don't take it personal. We do it because we want to.
I don't take it personally. I just do some of my own stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, you're worried about bothering us and stuff. Don't worry about that. Like with Nordic, Nordic doesn't communicate enough when he wants to do something, and that causes problems. So it's like kind of like that, but the opposite. You know, just be like, hey, you want to do something? If you don't want to do something, just let us know. I unfortunately have to go AFK to use the restroom. I'll read your messages when I get back, Sparky. They can't talk right now. But I think you guys met Sparky once before, briefly. But yeah, Roller, don't worry too much about it. Just you know, Seth probably would have asked you about if you were interested in trying it.
No, I played the old school RuneScape way back in the day, and I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I didn't either. The old versions. The new one, the 3 one, is better, but I don't really play that much either. But this game is, I kind of like this game so far. It's interesting because like there's like one of the things that caught my attention was there's magic, but there's utility magic. Like you can use it for farming and stuff, cutting trees. But it's kind of like a bit of Valheim with like, you know, other tweaks, other things to it, and you can craft magic, and you have like skill level ups for magic. I mean, crafting that lets you do things more effectively, like cooking. Like John's such a high level of cooking, he doesn't burn steak. But if I try to cook steak because I'm low level, I have a good chance of it burning. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's not quite. It's different. So it's different enough to consider it being a different thing with some loose ties to the source material, if that makes sense. But yeah, there's different skills in magic, etc. But I've been actually having a lot of fun with it. Nonetheless, I'll be right back.
So how's it hanging, brother?
Oh, pretty good. How about you?
Oh, just just trying to drown my worries with alcohol, buddy.
Ooh.
The forest fire is actually not far from where I live, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
And I was looking at the evacuation barrier where the zones, and if the fire does expand even further, I would be in that zone. And my family has been calling me every single day about it. Like, we just seen a new freaking evacuation notice. You wanted us to come and get you?
At least they care.
Oh, they only care when there's something they'll lose that benefits them. I didn't
Ah.
benefit from them. That's why I moved away from them. They were parasitic. And I hate when people are parasitic. So I'm like, I'm out. Gone. I moved to Pueblo.
Mhm.
To a place I know. They're not going to come down here. They don't. They say they will, but they don't. So I'm like, I got
No,
buddy with my neighbor. So yeah,
no,
he
didn't
volunteer firefighter. So I'm fine.
didn't you get along well with your uncle? Was it?
Yeah, the one I lived with.
Yeah.
I told him about it, and he's all like, he's like, let me look into it. He's like, yeah, I can understand why. I'm all like, trust me, my neighbor's a firefighter. I'm good. I try to leave my comfort zone a little bit and be a little social,
Hmm.
you know, just in case things hit fan, and we all need to up and out of here. So I have no vehicle. The VA barred me from having a license to drive a vehicle. So got buddy when people that have vehicles.
Yeah.
You gotta have plans and just in case, especially with the way the times are now. So right now, when the forest fires is close to me, fucking Putin saying that they're probably going to go invade fucking into the Europe anyways because they're fucking crazy. I'm all like, the world's going to shit after I said it. And at least I told my uncle that I live with that I am good, friends with because my uncle. We got a lot of scrap fighting on the streets together. So no, I convinced him that he needs to start thinking about the future of his family before the nation at this point. He's a boiler maker, local 101, but he builds ships and shit like that too. So, but he started taking my advice about you need to make sure that everyone knows some drills and shit like that. Have them ready to understand how to use the actual map,
Hmm.
how to navigate and all that. Have points that that you probably be safe when disaster hits. All that. Gotta be on the front, man.
Now, regarding your statement regarding Putin, seeing as his military wasn't able to succeed in what was it supposed to be a
Ukraine.
2 week war with Ukraine,
Oh,
I
you mean
can't see him
their
expanding
special
his
operations?
yeah. I just can't see him expanding his front line as long as that war is still happening.
Oh yeah, the two-sided war as it is. We've all noticed that. Especially in Europe, in history. Whenever a nation goes into a two-sided fucking war, they always lose. I am sorry, it is straight up blood fucking history at this point in Europe. It happens all the time. So I'm all like, America could do it, but they had a lot of backing and shit like that, but we really wouldn't be able to do it these days. You know, unless Russia really goes for the ball and, you know, tactically nuke a fucking city in US, then Russia be just like, fuck. Same with China. Do something to unite the fucking nation as a whole. You'll see what fucking happens.
Anyone who uses a nuke on a first world country at this point is just making a terrible decision. The rest of the countries will turn on whoever does it.
Oh yeah. We have the MAD agreement for a good reason. Mutual agreed destruction. So, yeah. Plus, there's France. Their doctrine is, their warning shot is a nuke. So, good luck. And since Poland is part of the EU and shit like that, yeah, that's not gonna happen because, you know, like I said, France got that warning shot, that one-time warning shot that's only a nuke.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't playing. They're like, no, you go start shit, you gotta eat this nuke.
Yep.
So, I'm more worried about France.
I mean, they usually have unity issues for actually being willing to do anything like that.
True. And then, of course, there's Paris is always on fire because, you know, the government's always pissing their people off.
Yeah.
There's that one. Oh, wait, they had so many revolutions. Which one's one now?
No, you're right.
I'm like, they think we're fucking ununited and shit like that. Dude, just do something fucking stupid. Do something that would unite the fucking nation, our nation as a whole, and you'll see what really happens. It's like in World War II. On Pearl Harbor, the whole fucking nation went into overdrive. Trade towers. The whole nation united. Went to war. Burnt a lot of places down. At this point, it'd be like, there's two things. One, don't touch our towers. Two, don't touch our boats.
Now, the funny thing about the Pearl Harbor, I'm not entirely sure that you guys would have went after Germany if they hadn't declared war as soon as Japan did it.
Oh, we wouldn't. If Germany hadn't
Hello, I'm back.
declared war, we would never be in the fucking Atlantic.
Hammer said hi, Roller. Hammer said hi, Roller. It's nice to see you. Come say hi.
Hello, Hammer.
I'll let him know. He called me on the phone just before I got on. I'll let him know.
If Hitler hadn't declared war on Germany, even our freaking government even knew this, we wouldn't have went to war with them. We were actually pretty good. Our populace were actually liking them a bit because, you know, they didn't really know what was going on behind the behind the screens.
Yeah, he was in Time Magazine because the way he did the economy, right?
Yeah.
Man of the Year.
Economy. Somehow, you know?
Yeah, he won the Man of the Year award or something like that for helping his country's economy.
So, if he hadn't
Oh.
declared war on America, we wouldn't be there, and actually Germany would have fucking won because they were not that far off from making the Brits submit.
So I'm gonna post up next to the station, and I'm gonna figure out where to add another warp core. I also got to get those dilithium crystals out of my antimatter production chamber because I don't I didn't turn that off in this version of the save.
I don't think that Britain would have been able to actually effectively strike back besides their strategic bombing. But I believe that by the time the Americans entered the war, the battle for Britain had already ended, and Germany had decided to go focus on Russia instead.
Pretty much, yeah.
And they just bombed them. That was it. They just kept bombing them.
Like, by the time America actually showed up to do anything with Germany, like, physically, in 1944 and 43, yeah, it was already, you know...
The Blitz.
That was already over, yeah.
All they were doing was just bombing fucking UK.
Funny thing is they had no real interest in actually going after Britain and France, especially Britain. They respected Britain.
About the France, but the Brits, they didn't really. They're like, we just want them to submit so we can just, carry on. We don't really want them to take them over or wipe them out or anything. We actually like them. It's just they want to fight. Fine.
Yeah, that's one of the
German army is like, we don't really want to fight them. We want them just to submit.
well,
Take over France.
Germany in general, including Hitler, they didn't really want to go to war with Britain. They saw them as a somewhat of a kindred spirit because of like how Germans are usually like, how they usually do things. So they saw them kind of like a kindred spirit and how their culture is. Yeah, and when Britain bombed Germany and targeted civilians, that felt personal. This was before the Battle of Britain. And then Germany retaliated with their own bombings, and then it just escalated from there. And then they just kind of like went, eh. That's what it feels like.
Shit happens, and
There's so many things to that.
like, well, fuck. Oh well.
Right.
He can't fix this part.
Yeah, you're right. The thing is, the funny thing about war is, there's so much to it. There's always going to be bad on both sides. And there's always going to be a ton of, like, especially when you get into World War II, there's, like, tons of, like, when you talk about any individual topic, you have to cascade into several various context topics. And that's why you have, when you research this stuff, you have to go through a ton of sources. Because, like, if they're doing, like, an interview, they have to keep it within, like, an hour or two. Otherwise, you'll be there all day talking about it. There are still damaged buildings and infrastructure from the Blitz. It's huge national history now. Yeah. Yeah. Like, the war happened. It's just interesting to understand various contexts to how and why it happened. And other stuff like that. Like, I don't pick a side when it comes to historical things, per se. I look at things for where they were. I mean, obviously, I'm not judgmental. But at the same time, it's interesting. Because our school system is kind of getting a little messed up in America, where a lot of stuff's getting omitted, to where one side takes a lot more blame and other things are not discussed because of the way that we do tests now. So a lot of history gets lost, and I had a big passion for studying history, so I like to look at different things. Oh, an unexploded ordnance. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not only that, the Afghan War, the Korean War. All over the world.
Mm-hmm. War is terrible. But... oh yeah, that's right. I gotta dislodge this dilithium out of this. Give me my dilithium. I need that, bitches. What? What's it mean, not enough beds? Oh. The same... You know, it's funny you mention that, because the same thing happened to me the other day. Okay, cool. I did the same shit. I had mirror mode on. Anyways, yeah, this is Sparky. He makes a Star Trek mod that's pretty nice. Pretty interesting, this game. He's from the UK. I think they like pickles. You like pickles, right? You better like pickles. I'm just asking for a friend. No pressure. Oh, cool. They were renamed. No, it's not a stereotype. I was just being random. Just random pressure thing and then just go like, oh, no pressure. It was just a joke. Just random pressured thing and then be like, no pressure though. Alright, let's see. I need to figure out... So, they did some adjustments in this mod, in this update. Sparky did. He adjusted the antimatter consumption rate and shield. So I'm gonna try to put another warp core in. Somewhere. I don't know of any stereotypes of pickles, honestly. Alright, let me save it real quick before I start tearing this thing apart. I know I'm gonna fuck it up. And then I'll blame it on John, as per my contractual obligation. Oh, there's a gas coming through. Pizza is my only redeeming quality. I'm gonna do your suggestion and try to put these huge cores in, but I'd have to take out all this space that I have, and I'm not sure if I want to. I could try widening the ship again. I've got so much embedded into the ship now that it's a lot harder to make the decision to... A lot harder to try to make these decisions now. If I do it like this... Oh, nice. A nice little... That looks kind of like a Halo ship a little bit. Is that what you're going for, John?
Done. I'm not done.
Well, it's looking good so far. It looks like a fairly human, practical design.
That's quite maneuverable. You know me. I build quite maneuverable fucking ships.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
Everyone's a bit clunky, and I'm just like, Hi guys, bye guys.
Speed demon.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes pencil shape works. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this thing. This looks so fucked up. I love it. Ah, Trey. Found it. IKEA hot dog. Transform coded amount of pickles. Die Victor hatten keinen Zlacken. Can't see it, it's too tiny. Zwei Schwanzwerktiergarten, einen IKEA Hotdog. Nachtflung. How's that? I haven't attempted to read German in years. Or maybe not years, but a long time. Oh. Joke's on me. He sent me a post that had some German words in it, and I thought, oh, okay, that's neat. Maybe he knows a little bit of German. Maybe I can make myself look like an idiot and try to sound it out. And he's like, fuck, I don't know German. I'm like, oh. Oh, that's like... where was I? Oh yeah, the big hard warp cores. Alright, let's take a look. I might as well go overboard. It's so beautiful. It goes bop, 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 bop. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes. Oh, what did I destroy over here? Undo. Thank God there's an undo button. But it is obvious the meaning. I don't know all that Spanish, Sparky. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't speak no Spanish, so you're gonna have to help me out here. Alright, I fucked that up. Joke is that I don't know if you remember, but I like to make a joke about the stereotypes of being American. Yeah, the stereotype of being America is that you're completely ignorant and everything that's not English is Spanish or Mexican. Because if everyone's Mexican, then nobody is. Oh. I see. I can't put a door. Can't put a door on the sides. I don't know. I don't know the words. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sparky. Forgive my body. Can't read that.
Mm.
You want me to ignore that one? Oh boy. I got the new warp core in. Aren't you excited, Roller?
Pardon?
I got the new warp core installed.
Oh boy.
That's right. Be proud. Now I'm going to do a test run across this solar system.
Make sure you have escape pods installed.
No, actually I don't. Everyone goes down with the ship. I have airlock hatches, but that's not going to do them any good. At least not in this game. Now, Sparky says he's going to make a hangar bay for it. Now that could be a potential option if when it gets added. That could be the escape method. But no, everyone's going down with the ship. They're screwed. I got like 6 warp cores in this thing. If one fails, everything's doomed. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 warp cores. And I've got 4 shield generators. All it takes is one critical failure to cascade into total destruction. Now, Seth likes going by Little Caesars. He's no, don't seize it. I'm going to be seized. I'm going to be rabid. Oh, dilithium. Oh, we wait just a caught moment here. I can get that dilithium. So Roller, was there anything you felt like doing in there, or you just wanted to chill?
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you.
Really?
Give me a second and I'll turn your volume up.
Is this better?
No. I don't know if it's my headset, but I haven't been picking up audio well while I've got this fan on full. Okay.
Well, I'm sure we can tinker around with some settings, maybe. Potentially. I remember a couple of our friends, they had it to where the audio would automatically adjust in like Windows or TeamSpeak or something.
I can do that with other apps. TeamSpeak isn't so kind for that. But, okay, what were you asking me?
If there's anything you wanted to do or if you just wanted to hang out, just let us know anytime, okay?
Okay.
Yep.
As soon as that got on, you guys be going to play your other game?
Don't know. I'm expecting Seth to be not on for a while. I was thinking about trying out this mod that I installed with Hammer for Bannerlord, where you can do co-op. called Bannerlord Together. There's a hiccup. Sparky, I need to show you some of the other Star Trek games that I have. Yeah, it's not as much as I'd like. Okay, okay. I don't see shit. It looks like a tumor, yeah. It's a tumor core. Phasers should mine now, so do tricobalts. Really? I'll have to test that out. I'm gonna use some buzzard. He also added buzzard collectors to this mod. You can go into a nebula and collect gas for various reasons to use onto the deflector dish. Does the deflector dish deflect heat now? Yes. Excellent. Excellent. You know, now that you mention it, I did notice there was like a million lasers going on when I was trying to mine. That's probably why. I didn't think anything about it. I was just like, oh yeah, that happens. Because this thing's so big Bertha. Boost sensor range. Excellent. Love to see it. Deflector dish has functionality. How do I make tricobalt torpedoes? I use it from the torpedo construction bay. Change the factory. Shoot, I don't remember where I put the torpedo launcher. Oh. Needs the big launchers. Okay. I don't think I ever put a big launcher in here. Well, I know what what I'm doing next. Looks like I've taken an asteroid hostage. Coming with me. Okay, I'll test fire some phasers. Oh, I don't remember that happening last time. I don't remember it getting blocked. Because I've been in several fights. Oh well. I'll have to rearrange it. That music track sounds like it was from Bridge Commander. Alright, standard phaser bank. Are you even facing the right way? Yep. My symmetry. No. It is ruined. My poor symmetry that I totally have not been inconsistent about in any form or fashion is now ruined. Oh no. I don't want any sulfur, so trust it on a different. I'll test it on a different one. Oh, I brought a friend again. My ship is so oddly shaped, roller, that I keep getting asteroids caught in it. Caught in the frame.
I take it you don't have a deflector on it?
I do, but it doesn't stop asteroids.
Well, deflector isn't functioning the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, it's a different kind of deflector. It's mainly just a energy shield, and then the deflector dish is for heat sensors and various other configurations. There's no deflector shield. He says,
The deflectors don't work that way in Cosmoteer.
yeah, there's no, there's shields, but there's no shields that can physically block physical objects like that, if that makes sense.
Well, they're not really supposed to be shields. The deflector is supposed to just push them out of the way so your ship doesn't run into them.
Yeah. There's a tractor beam of sort. Not automated. I'll try auto mine work. I'll try auto mine in a minute. I'll turn off the lead. Yeah, I'm turning off the mining lasers. Give me a sec. He says no collision is possible. So you know how in Avorion you could turn collision damage on and off? Apparently there's no collision damage in this game. Shields aren't even physical entities. Yeah, anyway. It's so cool watching the hordes of my crew that I've cultivated just going out and grabbing things, absorbing them into the hold. Okay. my completely exposed tumor of orc cores. Cool. Roller bowler. Bowler. Hey, you're on Motortown. What you doing on Motortown? I love Motortown.
Yep.
Driving around, doing stuff. Speaking of tumors. Motortown's a good game.
I'm honestly surprised at how slow the development has gone on it. It seemed like it was really lightning fast for a while, and now it's really sporadic.
Yeah, it gets like that time to time. I'm not sure if they've added any new members to the development team. Last I heard, it was like 3 or 4 people, I think. But I heard that they might be expanding it. So Not sure if that's related to why. Just a guess. Just a guess. Recently, whenever I start talking, I start getting a little bit of a lisp. It's like my tongue wants to curl and my lips want to be like real tight. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I got the air on. Feels weird. I'm some freak. It's like I start straining a little bit. It's kind of weird and it's freaking me out. This that I posted a while back related to modular phasers. I apologize. I'll try to read it. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty cool. I'm just doing mad scientist stuff. Well, I've noticed that the railgun and another modded gun that I have that I don't use they're modular and different sections add to things. It sounds like if you could try to figure out how they manage to do that and match it up to your putting the pieces together thing set up, I think it's possible. Right. I'll do a quick antimatter test. Oh, first, gotta make sure I didn't leave anything behind. Okay, cool. Where'd my coils go? Oh, I forgot about this. I had the factory still going. Silver builder. Alright, let's watch the warp core and the consumption. Okay. Oh god. I picked up some hitchhikers. Seems like it's doing well. Looks good. Antimatter's looking good so far. I'll have to do some more tests with it under various loads. But you get to bed, Sparky. Good night. We'll mess around with this some more later. Hi, I don't use Discord or social media. I'm done playing this, messing around with the game at the moment. Head's hurting a little bit. Take a break and mess around with something else. So how's Motor Town going?
It's fine. It's still got some of the